Let's take a look at you.
You don't need this somewhere around.
So he's had his eye stitched up here. Let's see if we can see what's on his left eye.
Twizler, come.
There we go.
There you go. There you go, Gary.
There we go.
That's his,
Smile, Twizler.
that's his eye that he lost in the crash. He got, he's still so excited, he got hit here, and the force, the pressure of it, his eye popped out, which happens in an accident with a high force.
Right. Well, he's looking pretty healthy now.
He didn't break any bones, he didn't split any skin.
That's amazing. He's very lucky.
And I didn't see it when he got hit, but I heard it and heard him limp away.
And you tried to run after him, or what happened?
No, I was shocked, Gary, because I didn't think it was Twizler at first. Then, after a few seconds, I realised it was him, and by that time he had gone. So we lost him for just over 2 days. I thought he was dead, lying in a ditch somewhere.
Yeah.
But he actually survived, and someone I know found him, so I put a reward out for him, and he's back.
Hey Twizler. Okay, so welcome back to my channel, and thanks for watching today. This here is Mike. He's the owner of this beautiful little dog, and his name is
Twizler.
Twizler. And Twizler, we're going to have a story to tell about Twizler in a minute, but before we do that, let's just a few questions about you. Where are you from?
I'm from England originally.
England, okay. And what brought you to the Philippines or Dumaguete?
I've been a few years ago when England left Brexit, and it kind of hurt my business of import, so I decided to close it all down and start coming to the Philippines.
And when did you first come to the Philippines?
About 5 years ago.
Wow, 5 years ago, okay.
About 5 years ago, my first trip to Manila for 6 weeks.
Okay.
Yeah.
And how do you like it?
Manila?
Philippines.
Horrible.
Dumaguete, but how do you like living here?
Yeah, Dumaguete. I've ended up in Dumaguete 3.5 years ago, and it's just a nice town. You know, the surrounding area is brilliant. I live in Bangkok actually.
Okay.
But no, it's just a nice place to be.
Yeah. So what did we meet about? It was almost 2 years ago, wasn't it? We met.
Good 2 years.
Yeah, about 2 years ago, and then you went. Because you had some business to take care of. You went back to England.
Yeah,
but you got stuck there, didn't you?
Yeah, I left because my tourist visa was going to expire, and I was in a bit of a state because I thought the flights would all close down. I wouldn't be able to get back, so I left, and I was okay in England for a few weeks, and I wanted to come back, but they closed down, so I couldn't return.
Right.
So I was stuck there for 13 months.
And well, before you went to England, you'd already met Twizler. In fact, how long have you known this dog? When did you meet this dog?
I found Twizler, well, me and my ex-girlfriend 3.5 years ago.
Wow. And you found him?
Yeah, well, he kind of like found us. We were living down Lagarda Street, and we used to walk up the road to buy fish and vegetables, and there was an old workshop that he was sort of living at.
Yeah.
The guys were trying to help him, but he was a tiny puppy.
Okay.
And he was almost dead. He was probably
Really in bad shape?
Yeah, very bad.
Wow.
He had worms come out of his bum and his mouth, and the guys at the garage coated him in engine oil to try to kill all the bugs and ticks. And he was in a state, and he followed us back. One day he just followed us back to the apartment.
That's amazing.
And
been with you ever since.
Yeah, I thought, well, I can't not have him, so we took him in and done what we had to do.
Right. Well, you've become pretty attached to this young
Yeah.
fella, haven't you?
Oh,
And,
God, yeah.
You referred to him as your best friend.
He is, yeah. Most definitely.
And then that must have been tough then when you had to go back to England and leave him for, how many months was it you were gone?
Well, 13 months.
13 months. So, and was it your ex-girlfriend that was taking care of him? Or?
Yeah, he stayed around a little house with 2 sisters. They got 3 houses in a secluded park, was surrounded by trees, no traffic.
Yeah.
And he stayed there for that amount of time.
Mm-hmm.
And they looked after him, and he was quite happy because they all love him there. They love Twizler. There's loads of kids.
Right. He's a lovable dog, that's for sure.
He gets on so well with everybody and kids, and everybody loves him.
Right. So let's talk about what happened, because this was just 2-3 weeks ago, and he had his little mishap. And why don't you tell the story of exactly what happened to poor little Twizler here?
Yeah, he rides my bike, pretty much goes everywhere with me on the scooter, sits in the footwell. We went to our favourite restaurant where you hang out, and he was just sitting there, and he's pretty quiet. He just sits there quite obediently and gets his odd bit of scrap food off people, and he's happy. And he saw a friend of mine's raised young boy outside on the road.
Yeah.
And he pulled the lead, which was sort of tied to the chair, and basically it come undone and the chair fell over. I went to pick the chair up and I dropped the lead.
Right.
And he ran out into the street. I didn't see it, but I heard quite a loud bang, and he got hit by a car.
You didn't. When you heard that bang, you didn't know it was.
No, I was actually walking out of Spice. But even I saw Twizler run down the road. He was obviously injured, and I didn't realise it was Twizler.
Right.
So I thought the dog's just been hit, and then I went out, and the young chap said, "Your dog's been run over."
Wow.
And then
what'd you do?
I was devastated. I should have ran after him, but I was sort of like in semi-shock.
Right.
I just thought, God, as I stood there, and he said he's been run over by, your dog's been run over with right under the car, run over by 2 wheels, which I believed at the time, but wasn't
registered.
No, but it wasn't true. He didn't actually go under the car and get run over.
Okay.
But by the time I turned round, he'd long gone.
Right. There was blood, right?
Yeah, there was a trail of blood, not from his body where he'd been hit. His body, amazingly, wasn't damaged. But the force of the impact, his eye come out of the socket, and that's where the blood was coming from.
Explain again that when he got hit, what caused the eye to come out exactly?
On a dog, if a dog gets a hard impact on his body around the front area, the force of it, just the eyeballs pop out.
And it was literally hanging out, right?
Yeah, it was hanging out.
Right. Oh, that's
Thank
horrible.
God, just one eye.
Yeah.
But after 24 hours, the eye dies.
Right. And there's no chance of recovering.
Okay. If I had chased him and found him, he could have saved his eye, but hindsight,
Right.
So we followed the blood. We got torches, and we followed the drips of blood quite a long way, about 1 kilometre down to Cantilly, and the blood stopped.
Okay.
And then for over 2 days, we were up there. I had friends looking. We posted on the internet. I posted out rewards for him, and eventually he was found.
Right. That was the night that you came down to the restaurant. I was down there. You were coming to say hi, and when you arrived at the restaurant, you got a phone call right at that moment.
Yeah. When I was walking up to the restaurant, feeling pretty low, obviously.
Yeah,
I was in a bit of a state. And then the phone rang, and it was my ex-girlfriend Joy. She said Twizler's been found. And then, as I walked in and saw you.
Oh yeah, I could see the look of joy in your face. It's like actually disbelief almost, because I think you'd written him off. You thought he was dead.
Yeah, because I get defeated quick.
Yeah.
I don't know why. I just a bit of defeated. I thought he's gone, he's died, this has happened.
Right.
But it wasn't the case. A relation of Joy's found him, funny enough, late Friday night. And he was at the house, at Joy's house. And I went down there.
So take me through that couple of days a couple of days where he was gone. You kind of thought you were never going to see him again. What were your emotions? What were you feeling?
It was just awful, Gary. I've had him for so long, and he spends so much time with me. Just devastated, just the anxiety. I couldn't sleep. I was just in the right state. You know, I should have been thinking positive, but like I say, it's just my personality. I find it difficult. I just thought of the worst, but he's dying in a ditch somewhere.
Right. Now, we had conversations. I remember when I first met you, you pretty much were quick to tell me you were an atheist when I brought up God, and so we never really talked about it much. But that time when you came to the restaurant and found out that Twizler had been found, you admitted to doing something you've never done before. You know, what was it you did?
Well, I did actually. I mean, I used to say, I've told you I'm an atheist, but I just think it was just being sort of like manly and pathetically manly to say I'm an atheist and I don't believe in it. It's BS, you know. But deep down, I do believe in it, because I did go to church when I was a kid, regularly on a Sunday.
And you were praying for Twizler's recovery.
I said some prayers.
Yeah, and
I admit it,
you know, in fact, you prayed a lot, right?
Yeah, and proud to admit it, I did say prayers for Twizler. You know, so did other people. I know other people did.
And those prayers were obviously answered. And does that kind of make you more curious to think about God?
Because it does. You know, I've got a different view. I've got a different aspect on it now. Definitely a different view.
Right.
Because I believe that it helped. It did something. My prayers were answered in a way.
Absolutely.
Maybe if I didn't say prayers, maybe he still would have turned up, but you don't know what the end result would have been.
Yeah, prayers are not always answered, you know. Some people are, some people aren't, but God knows how to get our attention.
Yeah.
Sometimes when He needs to, and He knows what's going to possibly push us towards Him, and maybe this little incident with Twizler will start strengthening your faith. And
most definitely.
That's
most definitely.
That's awesome.
You know, I do believe, you know, the prayers are answered.
Yeah. Well, look at him now. Here he is.
Yeah, here he is.
Hey, Twizler, come up here.
Twizler,
come up here. Let's talk about Twizler. Let's have a look at Twizler.
Twizler, get up.
Let's have a look at this. So this is the eye he lost. So look, let's show on the camera here so they can see.
Come here, my little boy.
So
that's his eye. I don't know if you can see, guys, but that's his eye he lost.
And they stitched it up.
Yeah, I couldn't get into the vet when he was found because it was late at night. So,
you're a lovable dog, aren't you?
Unfortunately, 24 hours the eye died, so
yeah.
This has been nearly 3 days.
Right.
So he went to the vet first thing Monday morning, and they took him in and got him ready for surgery, and he had his eye taken out.
Right. But it's all gone well.
Yeah.
And
he's fine.
Yeah. He's apart from the missing eye, he's back to his normal self, right?
Well, he's out the vet, but he's recuperating at DAS Animal Sanctuary in Dubai.
Right.
Good friends of mine, and they offered to take him in for a few days and sort all his medications out. They got a vet there, so they clean the eyes. And his meds are up tomorrow. So I think
and you're going to take him home tomorrow?
Possibly tomorrow, yeah.
Right.
But he's fine. He's active. He's alert. He goes crazy when he sees things. So he's back to normal.
Right.
Well, and I think he's pretty happy.
He's pretty happy. He loves you. I can see his reaction.
Yeah.
When we were walking up here and you went off back to get something, he didn't want to stay with me. He was straight up.
Yeah.
Now he's out.
But he doesn't know he's lost an eye. Obviously, he can't look in the mirror. For him, he's still got good eyesight, and it doesn't mean anything to him.
Right.
You know, he's happy, and everyone's so happy to have him back.
Yeah.
Look at him.
Well, Mike,
he's one happy dog.
Mike, thank you for sharing this story about your dog, and may I say, seriously, sincerely, God bless you for first of all rescuing this dog in the first place. because he wouldn't even be alive now if you hadn't
Oh, he'd be
come into his life.
he'd be long gone.
So,
Just another statistic.
so you rescued the dog, and then looks like you rescued him again.
Yeah, that's
He's
right.
a rescued rescue dog.
Look at him. How could you not love him?
He's he is beautiful. Well, Mike, we'll end it there. So
No, thanks for the interview. That's brilliant.
no, well, thank you so much, and I'm sure there's many people that are going to watch this who love dogs that are going to be inspired by this story.
I'm
And
sure.
I think it's amazing. It is an amazing story, and with a happy ending. I mean,
Yeah.
it could have been better if he didn't lose an eye, but you know what? It could have been a lot worse too.
But
So.
I thought he was the force of the impact. I thought he was dead, but you know, he's quite a solid dog, and he survived.
He sure did.
And he certainly didn't get run over by two wheels. That's
No.
a bit of BS, I think.
Yeah, no, he survived. Well, that's going to be it for the interview today, and I really appreciate you guys watching. Thank you, and I'll catch you on the next video. God bless.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.